Hey everybody, I wanted to apologize about not having a video on Sunday night. A tree fell down up the road. We were out of power from 10 o'clock in the morning to about 10 o'clock at night. I spent 3 hours working on my Generac generator just to find out that it had a bad oil pressure sensor. And it kept saying I had low oil, and I actually did not have low oil. So I had to order some parts, and I got a little wet and a little muddy, a little dirty, a little oily, but everything is all right. So I got power today. I'm getting ready to shoot the last segment of this video, and just to remind y'all, I had surgery this morning on my mouth. A little bit of pain, just a little bit of pain, and so if I talk funny or you have trouble hearing me, please don't beat me up in the comments. Have a little compassion. You know, you can make fun of me, I guess, a little bit, because Dwight's going to, probably already has. And then leave me some comments, hit like, hit that notification bell. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't done so. I'm almost at 1,850. I think I need 2 more subscribers for the 1850 goal, and then we're shooting for 2,000 after that. So I hope you enjoy this video, and once again, I apologize for not having anything up last night, but, you know, it just wasn't meant to be. Thank you for watching. Hey, welcome back to this week's layout update. I don't know what today is because I'm filming this on Christmas Eve, and I'm sure the 29th it'll upload, so probably happy Sunday. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas if I didn't just say that, which I probably did. So I'm working on this area once again, and like I said, it's Christmas Eve, and Dwight and Michael just went home. They've been here running some trains this afternoon, and Dwight just basically just ridiculing me for how bad my layout looks and how dirty the place is, but that's okay, because I got some work out of them today. But so I got this track on the left end. This is the Virginian Mainline, as we're calling it. And I had to do a little bit of work to it here and there. I got it cut. I got this piece here, this homemade turnout I got to work on here in a minute. I noticed that my transition right here between the two pieces was really rough. So what I did was I cut underneath of this foam and raise this up a little bit. And what I'll end up doing is putting some cardboard in there to even this out, so that the 2 tracks here meet, and there is a smoother, I guess, joint, if you would. I got a little careless with my foam here, and I had made this piece to go right here, and it's not going to work, but that's okay, because I'm just going to trim off a bunch and shave it down, and it should be just fine. There's going to be a manual, probably a red caboose in-scale turnout right here. Or I might do a, what's the little blue manual turnout thing from underneath? Blue something. Blue box? No, not blue box. Blue something. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I might do that instead. But more than likely, it's just going to be a manual red caboose turnout. I got the road bed down. I like the way it's looking. And I got this, I don't know what you call it. Just a little hill here. Cut out and everything, and you can see what it looks like from this side. I think it's looking decent. I like the little rock formation there. This white part here would just probably have some trees on there. Nothing super sexy, but here in a couple of days I'll get it painted and throw some dirt on there, some rock and stuff like that. Hang on, let me grab something to point with. I always hate putting my fingers in there, but there they are again. So this section of the main line here, over in this space, this whole brown area, I'm going to cut a ditch out, and it'll be pretty wide and probably about 1 inch deep. It'll make the main line look like it's a little bit higher. I may do the same on this side in between, and I'll definitely be cutting some foam out here and maybe put in a culvert or something like that. What was that? Was that my finger? What the hell? What an amateur I am. Now, if you remember a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, I talked about this one here, this brick wall looking tunnel looking thing. And I bought a couple of them. They're like $10 for 2 of them, maybe 9. Yeah, it wasn't really too much, but I thought it was pretty neat. But I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut out one of the openings, and that's gonna be my tunnel portal right here. Portal, goodness, my tunnel portal. I need to figure out where I'm gonna put that. It might be back in here, and then because this part gets pretty thin on this seam divider here. And then from here, it's going to go up pretty tall. So it's probably going to go about 15 inches. And then it'll hide the main line and all that. But let's go talk over here. I kind of got some things figured out. Moved this turnout closer to the bridge. I put like a little 4-inch piece of scrap in between that and the three-way turnout. And I like the way it looks. I pushed the mainline track over toward the right of the screen, about 2 inches, and it looks a lot better. This turnout here, my fingers again, will have a line that goes down this way up to this set of curves, or this curve. Now, the number 4 turnout going to the right, I just put two 24-inch radius tracks on there, just kind of playing around, and I like it, so I'm probably going to leave that there. Nothing else over here has changed. The main focus that I wanted to talk about was this mountain-ish seam divider beginning piece right here. I meant to film my spray foaming, and I foamed it up pretty good, and then I carved it, and I meant to, you know, film that also, but I totally forgot. But it's real simple. I mean, maybe you don't need to see that, but this stuff here is pretty soft, pretty spongy after you put this spray insulation foam on there. All these holes and stuff are kind of a pain in the ass when you go to fill it in, but if you just paint everything brown or green or whatever you want to paint, and then you just spread a ton of glue on this, and then pour your dirt or whatever over top, it'll fill in all that stuff. And I got buckets of dirt, so I'll fill all that in. I may do that on camera here in a day or so, but this whole piece will be brown, and probably just have some basic ground foam like that on there, give it a little texture and everything. But one thing I wanted to tell you was, when you're trimming, you're gonna get pieces like this that come off, right? Well, don't throw these away, because those can be used other places. As such, that's probably where I'm gonna leave it, and then I'll just trim it up and put some dirt around there. Oh, I'm choking to death. What the hell? I got cookies in the oven. I can't be choking to death. So, I think this is gonna look good. I'm liking it. This will probably be a 20-25 minute video, and you'll get to see a little bit of transition. So just keep on watching. Hey everybody, so what I've been working on is, I took down the monstrosity of a seam divider that I had up there. Really changes the dynamics of it. So if you've ever considered putting in a seam divider and you've thought against it, or you couldn't figure out whether you wanted to or not, I'm gonna tell you, do it. Totally different set of dynamics on this side of the layout versus on the other side where the cars are at. So what I've been doing is, I went to lay some track the other day, and I remembered I hadn't glued all the foam down, so I had to stop what I was doing and redo all this. So I got the foam all glued in and secured up there. That's already dry. I got this little section right here done, and it's drying right now. I took some brown paper and I laid it out here, and I traced out this center section here between what's going to be the main line and the Hudson cold branch. And I got that sitting over there, getting ready to cut out a piece of foam. That piece of foam will sit in the middle here, and just be angled on both sides with a bunch of trees on top. Nothing super sexy about that. I may spray foam a little bit on the top to kind of round it off some, and then it'll be all treed up. I will probably do something similar, but not quite as deep on this side. Probably maybe some 1-inch foam over here to just give the smaller trees the effect of being a little bit taller, something like that. The section that goes here for this curve, which is sitting right there, I put it on a piece of wood, and I've traced it out, so it's going to get some plywood underneath. And I think I got it sitting over there also. Maybe not. Maybe you can't see it. I don't know. It's over there someplace. So I got to cut that out, but I can't find my damn saw. What the hell I did with it, I have no idea. I could have swore it was sitting right here, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let me show you the big change, the real big change here. Nope, I didn't clean that up yet. It's next. But Dwight came over the other day, and look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. You can walk through here, you ain't got to worry about tripping on nothing and working your way around the rolling shelves here. Oh, the dogs are barking. I think my pizza's here. And what I've decided to do was, instead of disassemble this, I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to use this as a workbench to put my buildings together. So in the next few months, when you see me see the videos of me building certain Walthers kits, I'm going to do it right here. So I'm going to do a little something up here. Put something up here so I can put my camera slash phone up there and record looking down. I really don't like when someone is just kind of like right here and then the camera's like over their shoulder filming. I think it just kind of, I don't know, I think there's a better angle to do it. I like doing it from above. That's just personal preference. Now, what are you looking at here? You're looking at an accident. That's what you're looking at. I hate to even admit this, but I was running in and out last night. It was Christmas. I was in here doing some stuff, and then I had to go in there. I got tired of bending over and hitting the duck unders, and I had the gate open, and I forgot to close it. And I was pulling this train around out of the way so I could put another engine on the coal train and run it for a while. And I heard something, and I just hit the emergency stop. I knew exactly what it was. I couldn't believe that I forgot to shut the damn gate. Now, this is only the second time in 6.5 years that something has fallen off the layout, but it was my favorite locomotive. This 558 is an accurate representation of the real 558 that had this unique paint scheme. And what they had done is it was delivered with the multi-stripes on the end and 3 stripes on the sides, but the stripes had faded out, and the yellow, probably the black had faded out, but the yellow had really become pronounced, so they just painted the sides black and left the stripes on the end. And 2 locomotives were painted like this, 558 and 559. 559 was destroyed in I believe it was a head-on collision. I've seen a couple of photos of it, but I really like this one. And so 572, it took the brunt of it. Broke the back off here, the back set steps. All the trucks are shot. Pizza ready? Yeah. All right, be right there. All right, so what it did was when they fell, they landed like that. And this one obviously landed like this and then slammed and busted the hell out of all the trucks. So what I'll be doing is searching eBay to find me some replacements. And 558 will probably get converted to a dummy for the time being. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recycle the decoders over here to these V&O RS11s. And as I was going through my scrap DCC stuff and components I've taken out of the Alco, the Cato Alcos and everything, or the Atlas Alcos, or whatever you prefer to call them. I got a ton of these. You see these for like 10 bucks a piece on eBay. Evidently I'm a millionaire because I got a bunch of them. But I found some decoders that I took out of, they're silent decoders that came out of Baldwin Sharks. And I don't know if I'm going to recycle these or not, but it is an idea to save a couple of dollars here and there. Because, I mean, decoders have went up. I mean, the TCS Wow Sound kit that I have here was, I think, $130 2 or 3 years ago. Now it's like $167. So, I mean, it went up substantially in my opinion. But I'll see what I want to do. So I'm getting ready to cash out my YouTube money. And I sold a SW1200 that I custom painted for the Virginian in Ohio. And so I got about $260, $270. And I'm gonna buy some decoders here and speakers. All my TCS Wow Sound speakers that I've installed have all took a shit on me. I mean, they sound horrible. I mean, they sounded horrible when I first put them in. I mean, it's only 2 wires. You can't mess it up. But I'll be replacing those with maybe some scale sound speakers. Or I have 2. These are, what are these? These are made by Tsunami Soundtracks. So I may go with those 2. I got those in another locomotive, and it sounds pretty good. But we'll see. So let me get back over here and tell you what I was doing, because I got sidetracked. No pun. And I'm really excited today. Christmas isn't really that great of a day for me. I've always been a little bit depressed, on Christmas, ever since I was a kid. My dad was in Colorado one year, and Christmas ain't never been the same. And I've spent so many Christmases deployed, around the world doing, whatever had to be done. And so Christmas just is kind of a weird time for me, but I'm really excited. My son called, he's coming tomorrow and bringing my grandson. So I've never got to meet my grandson. He's 9 months old, and I'm super stoked. So I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done out here and get some video shots so I can spend time with him. So like I just said, on this little section over here, I put this brown paper down, traced the lines between the two tracks, and I'm going to cut that out with a pair of scissors. Boom. Be safe when you do this at home. I'm the most unsafe guy ever. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I'll trace those lines onto this foam, and then I'll cut that out, and then I'll test fit it, and then I'll angle the sides after that, and then I'll decide whether I want to go up a little higher in the middle or just plant a whole bunch of trees. So I'm going to go eat my pizza, and y'all just stay right here. It'll fade out, fade right back in. All right, so the first thing you notice when you walk in the layout now is there's no table there, no parts on top. I mean, organizing and cleaning. I stated earlier that Dwight came over, him and Mikey. I put them to work, taking some stuff off the rolling shelf and putting them over here on the side. Talked about that already. I got this rolling shelf over here. I really like this. I was going to tear it down and get rid of it, but I've decided to keep it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start transferring all my building kits from this location over to this second shelf here. And there I go, put my fingers in the camera again. What I'm going to end up doing with this is leaving it here for the time being and building all my building kits on this. So it's got a nice white surface so that I can see my parts when I drop them. And I think it's going to work out pretty good. I had something set up like this when I built the roundhouse, and it was just perfect because it had plenty of space for the building itself to be set down. I could work on parts, set them off to the side, and everything else. And I think I touched on how my dumbass left the gate open the other day after running in and out on Christmas and dropped a couple of my favorite locomotives. But I do have a plan. Parts are getting recycled. I'm looking for new parts right now to replace the broken parts, and those locomotives will be on the layout back on the layout here in a couple of months. Virginian and Ohio RS11s will be getting sound and decoders here very shortly. So will my Alco demonstrator and new speakers for my new RS12s. I'm getting ready to cash out my YouTube money, and I sold some stuff on eBay, or not eBay, but I sold some stuff, and I got some PayPal money sitting there waiting for me. So I got some decoders and sound decoders and current keepers and speakers in the future. But just look how much space this opens up. So a lot of cleaning coming up here in the next couple of weeks, and I'm probably going to end up painting this floor only for, or specifically for, the open house in May. I'm going to start working on those dates. I got to get a hold of Marcus over to the museum and find out when the big train show is over there, and so I can start create a flyer and stuff like that and see if he'll put it up for me. I've only got a 2 foot by 2 foot area in the kitchen to cut tile, and then I got 2 tile that are loose to cut. So as soon as I get that done, this whole section here would just will be put underneath the layout, and that way there when I go down to the basement to do tile, or when I start doing all this tile over here, there's my finger again, I have that stuff handy, but this will be opened up as well. Other than that, I cut on some foam over here under the supervision of my wife, who was telling me, hey, you're not supposed to drive, you're not supposed to do this, you just had surgery, why are you out here messing with that big sharp knife? And I went, I'm a professional, just stand here and watch. So I have my level 3 cut protection gloves on, and I cut this out. It's not quite the right fit, so I will trim it down, get it to fit the way I want it to fit, and then what I'll do is I'll angle the sides. I like the way this looks with these locomotives sitting there. I think it's going to be a real cool looking cut coming through, and it will hide that main line from the Hudson coal branch here in the front, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. So this is going to be a really cool scene when you walk in. First, you're going to have the gate, and everybody's really impressed with that gate. But I did have an epiphany the other day that I built it backwards. I should have put this curved section over here, there's my finger again, and had the gate swing like a right-hand gate, or right-hand hinge, and it would have been a lot the flow of entering the layout would be a lot better, a lot smoother. But everybody runs into this, and I say everybody, just Dwight, but his big ass running into it every single time, to the point that I have to put an extra couple of supports in, a couple more screws in, because he's a big dude, and he loosened it all up a little bit. But don't tell him I said so. All right, so this is kind of where I'm at here. I like how it's coming around. It's coming together. I'm starting to get a good visual. I got the bridges. They're not going to be set at an angle like I said in the first video or the first half of the video. I think this is going to work out, though. I just got to figure out how to transition from the flat edge here at an angle here. Same thing for the left side and for the back and the mountain scene divider tunnel thing that's going to be behind there. But with this opened up like this, it really changes the dynamics. I probably said that already too, but it's when you have a scene divider, it really creates space mentally between one part of the layout and the other part of the layout. And I really like the way that feels and everything. So all this is glued down and secured now, so I can start marking the track lines and paint that and then mark the track lines. I got this little corner piece I got to put in. I still can't find my jigsaw. It's I don't know where the hell it's at. It's around someplace. But I got a sneaking suspicion my wife used it and did not put it back. But I'm not saying that's happened like constantly, but yeah, that happens constantly. But we shall see. So a lot going on here. And I think you're going to really enjoy the next few videos. There probably will not be a Thursday night video on the on the Freight House Kit Bash. I'm still a little foggy. My mouth's still a little bit numb, but I want to get this video out. So sorry if I'm slurring, because I feel like I'm slurring. So I mean, just saying I'm drunk. Blame it on the tequila, and we'll be all right. And but this is really taking shape. Really happy with it. But yeah, there's probably not going to be a video on Thursday. And unless I start feeling better and get a little bit more, I guess, I'm less groggy over the next couple of days, but and it depends on pain level and stuff like that. So right now I'm hopped up on drugs. I'm on the good stuff. But other than that, thank you for watching. Apologize again about not having any power. Trust me, I cussed them out. I told them, hey, I got a YouTube video to film. You get your asses in gear, get my power back up. And they didn't care. But once again, leave me a comment. Hit that notification bell, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so. Let's push to 2,000. Let's get to 2,000. And I'm going to tell you here in the next, probably next week, I'm going to do an annual snapshot of the channel, what has went well, what did not go well, and we'll talk about the analytics. I've been monetized. See, January 8th will be 4 months. And I'm going to talk about how much money I've made, how much, and there's a lot of potential, so you're never going to start off making tons and tons and tons of money. But I mean, you can build on, $40, $50, $60 a month. And I actually go through and I compare my channel with just about every other model railroad YouTube guy out there. I look at maximum views. I look at consistent views. I look at subscribers. 60% of my viewers are not subscribers. So for those mathematically challenged, that's 6 out of 10. So if you're a non-subscriber, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe, but please subscribe, because the more subscribers I have, the more algorithm interface that I'm going to get. And more importantly, when I reach out to some of these smaller like 3D printing companies and stuff like that, I can say, hey, I got this many thousands of subscribers. Let's work together. Let's do something together. Let me promote your product, send me a product, give me a discount, offer my viewers a discount. And that's really where I'm going, because, I mean, I'm not rich, but I ain't poor at the same time. But trains cost money, and I'm trying to save people money, and I want to inspire others out there to, build you a layout, build you a module, work on detailing your locomotives or your cars if you don't have a room big enough, to have a layout, or you don't have the space for it. And I'm gonna tell you, I was very fortunate when we found this house that had this big giant open room that didn't have anything in it at all. So, I mean, when we found this place, my wife got her swimming pool and I got my train room, and, if she ain't happy with me, she goes for a swim. And if I'm not happy with her, I come out here and I work on trains. So it's great for our marriage, because every day we're not arguing is one day we're married longer, which is good. I got a hot wife. I ain't going to argue with her too much. I got a smoking hot wife. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. So like, subscribe, comment, keep coming back, and see what I talk about next. Thank you for watching.